Hello guys, my name is Abhijith and today we are going to learn how to install Kali Linux on VirtualBox with guest additions enabled. So let's get right into it. So first go to your web browser and on Google type download VirtualBox. This is the software that we need to run Kali Linux inside Windows host. So download VirtualBox and click on the first link downloads.oracle VM VirtualBox. So I have loaded the page here and you'll be greeted with a page like this. In this page, click on Windows host and that will automatically start the download. And after downloading, just install the exe file just as you would install any other program. And after you have installed VirtualBox, go to Kali Linux downloads and click on the first link. Now VirtualBox is about 103 MB, Kali Linux is about 3.9 GB. So keep the data in mind when you're downloading this. Make sure that you have enough data and click on the Kali Linux 64-bit installer. You can either download in torrent or you can directly download through your browser. So I already downloaded this file, so I'm just gonna close it. It's about 3.7 GB, so bear that in mind. So let me close this and let me open VirtualBox and I'm click on new machine and I'm gonna name it, what should I name it? Kali Linux tutorial. You just name it Kali Linux. I am naming it like this because I already have another Kali Linux setup. That's what I use regularly daily. So it's a Linux machine, is version Oracle 64-bit. So the memory site you have to allocate I have 12 GB of RAM, so I am allocating almost 4 GB of it. You just have to allocate exactly half of your system memory. If you have 8 GB, allocate 4 GB. If you have somewhere around 4 GB, allocate 2 GB. So exactly half of your system memory. Okay. If you have more than 8 GB, you don't need that much memory in VirtualBox. You just need somewhere around 4 GB maximum. So I'm gonna allocate 2, 3, and 4041 MB would be enough. And create a virtual hard disk now, and click on create. And I want to change the file location to my system drive, Kali Linux tutorial VDI, and click on save. And it's a VDI VirtualBox disk image, and I want the size to be fixed size, and the size I need somewhere around, I'm clicking on 20 GB would be enough. If that would be enough. Almost all the tools will be installed in Kali Linux. They are relatively small size, so 20 GB would be enough for you. So I'm clicking on 20 GB and click on create. It's gonna take some time depending on your system. If you have a very fast system with SSD and all, this will finish fast, but if you have a slow hard drive, it's gonna take some time. So it's showing me 2 minutes and 42 seconds, 2 minutes and 50 seconds. So let's just wait. I'm gonna speed it up for you so you don't get bored. Okay. Okay, now we have the virtual hard disk is successfully created. Now go to settings, and in settings the name Kali Linux tutorial is Linux Oracle 64-bit. In advanced, you can add a shared clipboard like guest to host to get your bidirectional drag and drop. You can enable it. I am not sure if it works. Description, no description. So go to system, and I have allocated about 4 GB of memory. You don't need floppy disk, you just need optical disk and hard disk. Pixel 3 enable, no need. And allocate, I have 4 CPU cores, so I am allocating 2, and enable make sure that you have enable PE/NX, and acceleration enable BT, AMDV, and enable nested paging. You have to enable all those. And then come to display. I am allocating full 128 MB of video memory. Monitor count is 1, fill factor 100, and enable 3D acceleration. And in storage, it is empty. I'm clicking on the controller IDE and on empty, and I'm clicking on the CD icon, and I'm gonna choose the virtual disk drive, and I'm gonna choose that Kali Linux ISO file that we just downloaded. So now we have that loaded. Let's go to audio, enable audio output, Windows Direct Sound, and keep it as the defaults, and make sure you have network as bridge adapter, Qualcomm Athros wireless adapter. It will vary depending on your laptop and depending on your system. Make sure that your adapter's name pops up there, and everything else is the same. So just click OK and click on start. So let me make it full screen. So click on graphical install, click enter. So it's mounting invalid argument. Something is wrong, I guess. I don't know. Let me see. So it's asking me to choose the language. I'm choosing English. So location, I'm choosing India because it is my location, and key map, I'm leaving at the default American English. So scanning installation media, and yeah, it's loading the components. This will take some time. I'm gonna speed it up as well. So the host name, I'm leaving it as Kali. You can give any host name you want, or let me change it to Jittu. That's my host name. Click on next. Domain name, I'm leaving it as Jittu again, and Jittu.com. Full name for new user, I'm leaving it that as Jittu as well. Username for my account, I'm leaving it as Jittu again. Password now for new user, I'm giving it a password, and I'm re-entering that password again. Clicking on continue. Now it's syncing the clock. Okay, now the clock is set up. So it's detecting disks, loading additional components, and it's starting up the partition now. So I'm just gonna use guided use entire disk. It's just detected my VirtualBox hard disk. All files in one partition recommended for new users. I'm gonna leave it at that. Finish partition and write changes to disk. Yes. So now it's partitioning. This will take a lot of time, so wait guys. I'm gonna leave it at its default. So I'm gonna hit continue. Okay, now it's asking if you want to install the grub bootloader to the UEFI partition boot record. I'm clicking on yes and continue. I'm clicking on this VirtualBox hard disk, dev SDA, continue, and it's installing the grub bootloader. The grub bootloader is what enables us to log into your operating system. Or in case of grub, the Kali Linux or any Linux distro, there will be a grub bootloader. In Windows, we have Windows bootloader, and each operating system has its own bootloader. So Linux systems have grub bootloader. So now the installation is finishing. This will also take some time because now it's configuring the VirtualBox guest editions. So it comes preloaded with the ISO file that the VirtualBox guest editions will be automatically installed when you are installing the default ISO file. This gonna take some time though. So when this is done, you will automatically be greeted with a full screen of Kali Linux, not the cropped 4:3 one. And there are some tricks that you can do to make it even more better, just like using a regular Kali Linux system. Like if it was installed on your hard disk, we will make it look like that. Okay, now just wait. Okay, now the installation is complete, so let's hit continue, and it's finishing the installation. Now it's custom boot. So now the let's hit on Kali Linux. Now the ISO file will automatically be ejected. If you go to the settings, you will not find it there because it will be automatically ejected once the system is installed. So I'm gonna enter my username and password. And we are inside Kali. Like we are officially inside Kali Linux. So let me change this wallpaper if I can. Can I? Okay, first of all, go to view and click on virtual screen and resize to 1920 into 1200. Choose the maximum resolution that you have and click on it. Now everything is resized and you have a 1920 into 10. Everything is resized and you have 1920 into 1200 resolution. I think 1080 would be better. 1920 into 1080, but it doesn't matter. It depends on your laptop, and if you're using a desktop, it depends on that. So in order to get this full screen, hit Control F, right Control F, and you have full screen. Now you can use it just like you have installed it on your hard disk. Like everything will be the same. Okay, that's it for today, guys. See you tomorrow with another video. I'll probably be continuing with the Defend the Web.NET series. So that's it, guys. Thank you.